Pecos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Dugan. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Lyons. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That gives him 54 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, 1st drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Eastern Michigan's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Got his man down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to him. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. To throw, it's Dugan. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Going up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On third down, going up top. Looking for a huge play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They move the tight end all over. They'll go to the counter play. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Dugan. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Bobcats! What a grab and go for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to find his man on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Hands it off. Oh, big juke to get past. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going in their half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Back to throw. It's Dugan. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Wood. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reese. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true more in what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Back to the ground with the running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive. Coming after it.
Fakes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Give to the running back. Discards a man. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. as they line up after the break. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down after he makes the catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking the shot. It's caught downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and no, that's not Desmond Ritter out there. This group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Scanning the field, it's Dugan. It's complete to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
It's a draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.